think what we're going to do, we'll give Cam most of the reps this week. PJ will get reps, obviously, as he always has. But we'll give Cam most of the reps and try to get him as brought up to speed as possible. I thought he did a great job last week, having 10 plays that he was kind of ready for, 10 to 15, So, we'll start getting him ready. And if he's ready to start, great. And if it's if he's not quite ready yet to do everything, then, obviously PJ's available. It's kind of that plan right now.
What will you have to see from Cam in order to give you the confidence that you can start him this week?
It's not really confidence. It's just more like how much we can get in, to him, So, especially late in the season, there's only so many practice reps. So, we'll just kind of take it day by day and get him as up to speed as possible.
He accounted for 2 touchdowns on only 9 snaps yesterday, 12% of the total offense, his 43rd career game with a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown, extending the NFL record. He looked great. He sounded great. It was great. And the Panthers they're playing quarterback wheel of fortune. They spun the wheel on Teddy Bridgewater. Didn't work out. Spun the wheel on Sam Darnold. Didn't work out. Now it's just a matter of getting through the rest of the year. Now it's just a matter of planning for their next attempt to find a franchise quarterback. And why not? Why not do this? Why not embrace this? Why not own this? Why not love this moment of Cam coming home? It generates excitement. It's going to fill the stadium. And it's, the ultimate bright, shiny object while the Panthers otherwise try to figure out who they are, and what they're going to be, Shireen.
Well, absolutely, Mike. And let me throw this out at you. What if Cam comes back, that shoulder is healed more than it has been the last couple of years? We know he struggled throwing the ball last year for the Patriots, 8 touchdowns, 10 interceptions in 15 games. But let's just say this time off has really done that shoulder good, and he's really good. What if he looks really good? What if he leads the Panthers to the playoffs? I mean, they're sitting there at 5-5. They're a game and a half behind the Buccaneers in the division. What if he looks great the rest of the way? Is Cam their quarterback? We know they had interest in Deshaun Watson, as you've reported. They tried to trade for him. Is he going to get a chance to be the guy for this team beyond this season, Mike?
Well, and it gives the Panthers some flexibility if Cam ends up playing like he did, 2015 may be a little bit much to expect. He doesn't have to be MVP level. But what does he have left? And how much can he do before the wear and tear, the grind, the injuries begin to pop up? But we're talking about half of a season and then reassess and figure out what they're going to do next year. And it's a nice bird in the hand to have while they consider whatever other options they may, just like the Patriots did last year. They signed Cam Newton. That provides a certain amount of cover for their plan to go get Mac Jones. They get Mac Jones, and they don't need Cam Newton ultimately. And once they're comfortable that Mac Jones is going to check enough boxes and be ready to go week 1, they can move on from Cam Newton. The Panthers could do that next year. It may be a little more awkward for the Panthers to do it, but they've already done it before. I remember Matt Rule at the Scouting Combine 2020 sitting with us in Indianapolis and saying, can't wait to coach Cam Newton. You know what? He was telling the truth. It just was about 18 months after the fact because they were trying to trade him at the time and ended up cutting him. So this just gives them an asset. This gives them an option. This gives them a fallback position in the event that David Tepper's ongoing quest to get a franchise quarterback doesn't come to fruition after this season, whether it's a veteran they pursue, whether it's a rookie they'd like to get, and they're going to be drafting low enough if they keep on the track they're currently on that they're not going to get one of the best guys available unless they trade up. I just think that it's great for the Panthers. It's great for football. And it's not the long-term answer David Tepper wants, but it's the short-term solution David Tepper and the Panthers need.
Oh, it's generated so much excitement in Carolina. There's no question about that. And probably will sell some more jerseys and sell some more tickets. And everybody wants to see Cam in his return to Carolina. I wanted to watch that game yesterday. I wanted to see what Cam was going to do. And to me, it's amazing. He signed, Thursday? And to come back and even have the 9 snaps that he played, 4 of those were pass attempts, 3 of those were runs. He had the long pass that resulted in a 33-yard pass interference penalty. for as little time as he was there, as little practice as he got, and this is not the same offense that he had when he was with the Panthers the first time. So totally different offense. Has to learn the verbiage, has to learn what they want to do. And I'm not sure he's going to be able to learn all that by Sunday. Matt Rule talked about the 2-minute package, end of game stuff. That may be P.J. Walker. I think we're going to see probably both quarterbacks on Sunday if Cam Newton does indeed start. But this is exciting, and I want to see what he's going to do Sunday with even more reps. And I also wonder, Mike, how many other teams in the NFL that have quarterback problems are sitting there going, man, I wish we had signed Cam, because I know there are teams out there right now today saying that.
Well, but it was a very specific set of circumstances that would have worked,
no question,
for Cam Newton. He's got to be the starter, which means your starter either has to be injured for the year or a guy that you're just done with and you're willing to bench or get rid of, because once Cam's in the building, Cam takes over. We saw it yesterday. He took over with only 9 snaps. He had 9 snaps. He wasn't the starter yesterday. And who made the headlines? It was Cam. Who was at the press conference after the game with Robbie Anderson? It was Cam. P.J. Walker, I don't even know if he spoke, because it was Cam, Cam, Cam. That's the way it's going to be. And that's why I think it took so long for the right opportunity to emerge. And also, it made it beautiful and perfect that it was the Panthers that found themselves in that spot. You know, the Seahawks thought about it a few weeks back when Russell Wilson was injured. It would have been a short-term thing, and now he'd be back on the bench, presumably. He wasn't vaccinated at the time. That was the message for him to go get vaccinated, because teams aren't waiting around for 5 days for somebody to become available after they pass through the COVID protocol if they're not vaccinated. So he was ready after that, good to go, and it just worked out perfectly for Cam Newton and the Panthers. So, hey, look at the NFC standings, Shireen. It's wide open, not just for the 7.
It is.
With the Saints losing 2 in a row, the 6 is becoming up for grabs too.
Yep. Oh, it's wide open. Number 1's up for grabs right now, Mike. I mean, there's a select few teams that are in the running for that. But everything's wide open in the NFC, and we're going to get to see the Rams tonight, see what they have after we saw what the Cowboys had yesterday. Now, the Bucs have taken a step back. So, yes, this thing in the NFC suddenly has become wide open, especially with the Cardinals, without DeAndre Hopkins, without Kyler Murray. Perhaps maybe Kyler will return this week. If he doesn't, maybe they lose again. So this thing is completely wide open in the NFC right now. And the Panthers, I'm the one that said they have no chance to make the postseason. I felt really good about it after last week. They looked like a playoff team with what they did to the Cardinals. And I know that Kyler Murray wasn't there. I know DeAndre Hopkins wasn't there. But they played really well in that game without their starting quarterback and looked really good. They looked like a playoff team yesterday.
We've been in a seesaw over this, because when we did that draft stupidly, and I think it was my idea.
Yeah.
You took the Panthers as one of the teams that has no chance to make the playoffs. I took the Bengals. And at various times in the season, we've felt very good, and then we felt very bad. And then you feel very good, and then you feel very bad. So we'll see how that ultimately plays out. But the Panthers very much alive. Washington very much alive. The game this weekend, the winner is going to be in pretty good shape.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.